Welcome to Marketing 100. My name is Neil Mayers. I'm going to be your professor for the next 10 weeks and guiding you through this glorious process. After you're done with this presentation, I want you to go to the discussion board. You're going to see a Let's Introduce Ourselves discussion. I want you to enter some information. You'll see there what I'm going to ask you to talk about. Ask you to introduce yourself as well as upload a picture or an image of yourself as you see appropriate. Help us get to know each other a little bit better. I'm very lucky. I get to teach, I think, the best course in Germana, and that's marketing. It is ubiquitous. We all do marketing. If you have ever had to grow the membership of a group or a team, if you've ever had to raise money for a charity, or if you've ever had a job where you were a marketing manager, you certainly have participated in marketing. If you've ever, we all just went through an election and we were all marketed to very heavily by everyone involved. So really my goal for this course is to help demystify marketing for you and make you want to learn more about it. It's a fascinating field. My office hours are listed below. I will be live in Culpeper or Fredericksburg on Tuesdays and be available via virtual office hours at other times. I am also always available to talk directly if you need to. Just shoot me an email and we'll set up a time to speak. Now, the course is really going to be divided into 4 sections. The first is really going to be kind of initiating the marketing process, and it's very important. It's kind of the foundation on which the rest of the class is built. We're going to talk about marketing plans, how they are structured, and talk about environmental forces. And what we'll talk about in Chapter 3 is the fact that we have no control over the environment. If it's going to rain or snow, we have no impact on it. Marketers also have no control over certain parts of their environment as well, so they need to understand them. So that's the first part. The second part is understanding buyers and markets. Really, it's consumer behavior. Consumer, if you're a personal consumer, an individual consumer like us, or an organizational consumer, help understand their behavior. Part 3 is once you've identified those folks, how to targeting certain markets using research and segmentation tools. And lastly, satisfying marketing opportunities, understanding new products, channels, and the communications tools, advertising, public relations, etc., social media, and how they work together. Now, where things are, first of all, you will live in the weekly module section. 90 to 95% of what you're going to need for this class is going to be found. You can see where that arrow is. It's going to point to weekly modules. And it's going to be listed by week assigned. So there will be a one that says week of 5/22. Everything you need for that week is going to be in there, and that will include reading that you'll need to do, discussion board and or PowerPoint presentations or worksheets. Whatever you're going to need to do is in that section. Typically there's going to be 2. There's going to be a discussion board and a PowerPoint presentation that you're going to need to do for that week. And then lastly, there will be a 10-question quiz each week that you'll need to complete. In addition, some other things on there. The syllabus, my hard copy of that Part A syllabus, specific for this course, will be loaded in for you by the time you see this, as well as the important Part B elements as well that are the same for every course. There's a section in there called Presentation Help for those that are not as familiar with PowerPoint or Google Slides, and I am ambivalent between the two, whichever one you want to use. But each week you're going to have a presentation of some type that's due using one of those tools, so you're going to want to be basically comfortable from one or the other. There's going to be some tips on good presentations as well as some tutorials for those that need to. Each of those tutorials is a very short video, maybe a minute or 2 long. You can jump in wherever you need to and pick up from there. Tests and quizzes will really only apply to the final section, and there also is a section on Blackboard Help as well as faculty info, a little bit more information on me if you want it. Now, in each section, you're going to see 4 things. As I said, there's going to be, you see the date up top. It's going to show you the date for the first module, for example. You can have reading to do. There will be a presentation that you'll have to complete. Now, with each one of these presentations or discussion boards, there will be materials to help you prepare. There will be, could be videos, could be 1 to 4 videos, probably averaging about 5 minutes in length. There could be some reading, there could be some other links as well, but you're going to see some materials that will help you with the task. The task itself will be laid out, so that will be for the presentation. Same for the discussion board. The materials that you'll need will be listed, will be made available through that, as well as down below, and it's going to be off the screen here a little bit, you'll see the quizzes as well. Now, textbook. Marketing the Core, Karen, 6th edition, published by McGraw-Hill. I am fine if you want to get it in hard copy. I am fine if you want to get it in ebook. I am fine personally if you want to rent it. I am fine personally if you find it in your backyard. Doesn't make any difference to me. But these tests I will give you in quizzes are going to be done at home and open book, which means that if you do not have the book, it will be very hard to take advantage of that fact. Grading, really going to give you a quick overview. The quizzes, there's going to be 10 of them worth 20 points each. Same for the presentations. There will be 10 worth 20 points each. And discussion boards, and then the final exam, as well as in a couple weeks I'm going to be handing out a final project, which will be, you'll be putting together a marketing plan. Each one of those is worth 20%, and the Grade Center will be out of 1,000 points. Each of the PowerPoint presentations, unless otherwise noted, are going to be about 4 to 6 pages each. There could be a cover page and then 4 to 6 pages of information that you will be asked to provide. There's a help section if you need it. I'll also take discussion boards. What I'm looking for is really 3 things. One is a 150-word post on the topic stated, answering the questions stated, and then 2 other 25-word replies to 2 of your classmates. If you don't do all 3, you won't get full credit. I'll also point out something on homework. Do not, this is due, I should say, the week it's assigned. So the things that are started today, Monday the 22nd, will be due Sunday night at midnight on the 28th. If you do not do it in each week, essentially the class is treated as, you are treated as absent. This is in total, the homework is 40% of your grade. Do not wait until the end of the semester to do the homework, because once the due date is passed, I will accept homeworks, but they will be at a significantly lower value than what the initial assignment is. So don't give up points. You want to stay with the work, particularly in an online class like this, to make sure you don't fall behind. Now, a couple things. I've included here a class survey that was done a couple years ago. I would tell you the results that I've seen have been very consistent with this, because I want to give you an idea of what to expect from me. 83% of the class participated. My classes tend to be interactive and participative, so those numbers are generally high. I'm going to tell you, first of all, of the 15 people that participated, 12 of them said they had to put a lot or a huge amount of work into the course. I will expect you to work. On the other hand, 15 out of 15 said they got a lot or a huge amount out of it, and all 15 said that I was consistently fair with them. And then overall, you can see the 14 that answered that, 14 said it was either good or excellent course, most of them being excellent. Basically, I am going to be hard but fair. I am going to expect a lot from you, but if you do that, I think you're going to learn a heck of a lot from this class. With that said, I wish you all the best of luck. I look forward to working with you over the next 10 weeks. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I don't answer voicemails on that phone, so don't leave voicemails there. Send me an email, and I would be happy to set up a time to talk directly at any point if you need to. Good luck, and I look forward to working with you all over the summer.